looking for? I'm glad you decide to just let loud chimes off when I'm streaming. How did you lose a whole iPad? Did it fall down between the cushions of the gray couch? All right. Good morning to everyone tuning in to watch this early morning GAC stream as we get ready to take on our opponent. Let's see. Okay, no movement overnight. Hi, Sopper. How are you? Okay, so no movement overnight from Northern Wolvie, Tactical Genius. Northern Wolvie is representing the Horde of Scoundrels. Excellent guild name, by the by. Excellent guild name. Okay, just quick look. Fairly even match with the Galactic Power. He's got all the GLs, but he is no alt Lord Vader. He's got Afra, which I do not. He does not have. I've looked at this before. I might have even looked at it before on a stream. I don't think he has the Poncho Bros. Um, oh, I'm all right. I'm all right. Just kind of waking up still a little bit, and yeah, he doesn't have the Poncho Bros. So I have a toy he doesn't, and he's got a toy I don't. So kind of balanced out. Ships, we seem to be on same level. Same level, give or take a few relic levels here and there on some pilots and what have you. All our nines on the leaders. So, yep. Okay. Where's the last ship I'm looking for here? There we go. Okay. Datacrons. Uh, Usual suspects. No Revacron. It's a good level 6 though, so that matters a little bit less. Got the Padme Cron with the Taunt Ignore. Alright. Okay. Well, cool. I mean, well, bummer on JAC, but cool on Archangel. Okay. Again, no movement. See right away we got a Jabba and a Leia and a Rey. And an unorthodox Qui-Gon setup, but okay. I mean, that's a lot of protection on that Datacron though. And we got Leia, Captain Rex, standard, mostly standard Rey lineup. I mean, this can be any number of things, but we'll look up here and we'll decide where we're going to start. We're going to clear south before, I mean, we do much of anything in the north, but, ooh, Okay. I think we're going to start right here. And we're going to start right here with this madman right here. And he should be able to solo this. All right. Yeah, it's a nasty Datacron. You need a Bane or a Jedi Master Kenobi with the Padmecron to take care of that, or a mirror. I think like Inquisitors could probably handle it too, but yeah, it's nasty. That's a nasty cron. It's why mine is on defense, but we're gonna go ahead and send a solo Sid with his cron against this, and then we're gonna get right back to the south. But let's get the big bonus points. Oh, there it is. 79. An Erodium player that got demoted. Yeah, well, I mean, I probably should be in Kyber 1, but I had a weird last round. Um, I lost. Uh, I lost. I lost one battle by 7 banners and another by 3. Like they were just that close, and so I wasn't quite able to stay in Kyber 1. But it's fine. I should end up back there by the end of this, I think. All right, trucking right along. Always one of my favorite battles right here, taking on Rey. And we will not even mess around a wee little bit with any of this. What do I want to do for Datacron, though, is the big question. Do I want something a little bit more than that? It's kind of where I'm at. I think I want something with a little more stats. I could bring this. This isn't really gonna be used anywhere else, but well, I'm sorry to hear that demotion sucks, but yeah, I'll just slap this on, and then for number 5, let's just throw her in there. Should be good, right? All right, let's do this. I do the yo-yo thing for Grand Arena is very common. Oh, we already got rocks. We didn't even get to do this, and we've got rocks already. So let's. Oh, damn damage immunity. But let's see if we can get some of her friends out. All right. That's that. Throw it on auto. No, once you get promoted, you can get demoted immediately. It just depends on how many points you get that pushes you into the next league. If you lose your next match, you can get sent right back down if you didn't get enough to give you a buffer between the bottom of the league and um the top of the next league. Do you get what I'm saying? So like real quick, we'll do real quick look here. So like Kyber 2. Skill rating is 3310 to 3610. I'm 3553. So if let's say I get promoted and I land at 3612. In the next match, if I lose, I'll drop like 29 points or whatever, which will kick me back under that top threshold. So that threshold is what matters. If you're above this number, you're promoted in the next round. If you drop below it at any point, you're out. Uh, oh, you mean that as an idea? Well, yeah, I don't know how CG feels about any of it. Matchmaking in GAC has always been a sticking point for pretty much everybody. So, I mean, I hate to say it is what it is, but it is what it is. You know, like they're not in a hurry to fix it, and they'll never be in a hurry to fix it. So, allegedly matchmaking is balanced out now. I'm saying allegedly. I don't know that it is or that it is not, but allegedly. Um, I don't really need a great datacron for this. Sure, sure. This should be more than enough. They definitely need to fix defensive Dathomir, but they know that. They know that. They took it offline. I'm pretty sure. So, okay. Oh, I didn't even jump into the events yet. I just came straight for here. Which assault battles running today? Oh, nice. That one I can sim the whole thing. So that's always a good day when I can get all the rewards and don't really have to put any of the work into it. Okay, Rogue One here. Let's give them some stats. This shouldn't be terrible. Yeah, the last tier is the last tier took me forever to even beat, much less get it unlocked. It took me a long time. They really need to get her character model updated because I mean these guys too, but next to these two, like that's just not a good look. Like that's not bad and that's not terrible, but that's yeah, that's whack. All right. Good morning, Aldous. How are you today? Yeah, it's nice having a decent use for Rogue One. They're either just fodder to draw out a team on defense typically, or they just never get used. But yeah, it's always good to be able to put him to use. That's a decent Omicron and a lot of relic levels on him. So yeah, putting him in the field is always great. I think our best bet here is just going to be a straight up mirror. Um, I could throw the old Bane at it, but I feel like I want to save him for the back wall in case there's a nasty little surprise waiting for me. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go this way with it. And I didn't look at his Datacron. Let's do that real quick. Okay. All right. Um, Slightly outspeeds mine, but I'll be able to lock down that Drogon pretty fast, I think. So, um, I mean, sure, that's got a little bit of everything. All right, let's do this. I mean, worst case scenario, I'd probably just be setting myself up for an easier cleanup, right? Nice. We don't have to worry about a Mon Mothma revive, so we can just keep hammering. We picked up a couple more viewers. Good morning, folks. Good morning. Good morning. Got a good GAC matchup today. Nice. Okay. So that wall is clear. Let's see for the back. We got a Maul as expected. Okay, so uh they went pretty heavy on offense. Did not leave a whole lot else down. Well, okay. So we've got mass overkill for pretty much everything on the board. So as you can see, we got these three dark side GLs left. We've got Gas. We've got Jedi Cal. We've got a Maul of our own. He does have a job on the north wall, but I got a plan for that. Let me remind myself what else is on the north wall. We took out the Star Killer with Sidious. We got Fishman. We got a GG. Okay. So we'll Lord Vader this, and we'll do probably gas there. We'll do something fun there. Oh yeah, no such thing as overkill. Kill dead is dead. So we're gonna unalive all these teams real fast. Just kind of trying to deciding what is Bane worthy. I think for these guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and no Datacron, no Omicron. So I mean, Malgus and Bane would be just absolute wanton overkill. Um, but you know, it's almost perfect for Treya. I'm saying almost is still a little overkilly, but still a little overkilly, but cheaper than almost every other option out there. I mean, I could Night Sister. My Night Sisters are not amazing yet. Like I've got most of them at relics, except for Marin. I want to get her relic up, and right now my gear is kind of devoted towards getting the Gungans ready for the raid. So don't really. I mean, I guess I have the option. I could definitely bring her up. Watch, this might zap him out of existence. Oh no, I've seen that crit for like 200k before, but that'll take care of it just fine. Nice. Yeah, no Datacron to keep me from insta killing anything. Up and Nihilus gets the. Yeah, I mean, I could throw them, but I don't want to drop any battles. And I mean, they probably could have handled that. They really could have, but simultaneously, it would have been a little. It could have been a little risky. So yeah, I'm not gonna risk much anything at this point. I would like to lock this in as clean as I possibly could. Um, Okay. We'll give you Talon. I saved Talon for a reason, and this is it. Got a Sith Kron there. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. This should. I mean, this is way overkill, but I don't like Bane against Jabba because if you get stuck, and he gets his ultimate off, it can, it's just a waste. So I'll throw Lord Vader at their Jabba. Um, it's a much cleaner, much safer fight, I think. But yeah, this should be perfect. Because this is a legit threat of a team. No, this is no joke. Oh, I should have thrown his Datacron on, shouldn't I? Instead of I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep. My cough kept me up for quite a while, and then it woke me up this morning. But we're handling it. I mean, we're gonna have life without his Datacron very soon. So yeah, life without his Datacron is right around the corner. So this is gonna be the look. I always hate when a fun Datacron like that goes away. We're losing that, and we're losing Sidious's. That's that one. I think losing Sid is actually going to bother me more than losing Bane's. Yeah, the Sidious boost was a lot of fun. Okay, What did we have on the north wall? A Jabba, a Grievous, and a Radis. So I've got Jabba, C, and Lord Vader left. Lord Vader's gonna take their Jabba, so I mean I can GL pretty much everything. Um, for this, I want to use her. I left her on the bench last time, and yeah, this is just a fun team, and I don't want to leave them on the bench. And this will be an absolute blowout. Yeah, yeah. Bane is Bane is supposed to be the sea lifter, but I think he's his own galactic legend and a better GL than C. Personally, that's just my opinion. And I love C. C's a lot of fun. C's one of those like, oh hey, I want that to die. Let's go kill it. Oh, so we're stuck, huh? So we're stuck, huh? We need to get you gone. You go into poop stands. Let's we'll drop poop stands on nest. Oh, we're not going to need poop stands on anybody. There we go. Yeah, Bane's the best. He really is. He's probably the single greatest Conquest character ever, which says a lot considering what's come out of Conquest. Um, yeah, he's very excellent. Okay, so we will do that, and we will do that. I'm sad I don't get to use Wampa this time around, but what are you gonna do? Iden's on the bench, and Crayon. Although I could throw that Datacron on and oh wait, did I put him down? Oh, I did put him down on. Yeah, he's with SLKR. I mean, the stats are still there on this thing, I guess. That's a lot of armor pen and decent amount of offense and crit damage. So, yeah, we'll still rock this with him. But those level 9 bonuses, like it's a plus with First Order. He gains 100% max health and the allied leader, so it's not a call out for the final order of the First Order. So he would get Lord Vader would get 50% AP and offense. I mean, I don't think a lot of folks realize that this call out just says allied leader and not First Order. So it's a good data. This is actually kind of a universal level 9. You can put it with anybody. I mean, you're going to be losing other synergies, but you could put it with anybody. But yeah, we'll do Crayon. And at the very least, this should give us we should have a pretty satisfyingly easy cleanup if things go south here. We're going to save this. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the ass just now. That's what I was after. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh man, he nuked himself out. That sucks. Um, it can happen though. Okay. As long as the dominoes start to fall, we're in good shape. Not as clean as I would have hoped, but see, I haven't tried my stap against Leia yet, but I'm glad it remains an option. That's a very cheap counter. Um, I mean, stap Omicron, of course, to be taken into consideration. Yep, this is nowhere near as clean as I would like it to be, but should be a first go W, so that's the important part. There it is. 59. We'll take. Okay. And we still have GLs on the board. I mean, this should be an easy win for either of these GLs. Um, I could just be an absolute dick and just do this. Um, Cause I mean, what the hell else? I've got so many guys still. Um, where is that? We'll do that. I can't believe I forgot about Bane's Kron. I mean, if you're gonna do a thing, you do a thing. My Watt, spoiler alert, my Watt's on defense. Otherwise, I would just solo it up. But my Watt's on defense. So what are you gonna do? Okay, so that was a good time. Uh, you know what? Jabba, you're staying on the bench today, and so are you, Jedi Knight Cal. Sorry, bud. A lot of good teams staying on the bench today. You know, hindsight could have done a much thicker defense, but there's nothing worse than getting stuck behind something that you left a counter sitting in your sitting on defense for. So I tried to bring a counter for pretty much every scenario. And my defense is still pretty solid, so should not. Hopefully, as long as everything else stays clean, the pressure will be on them, and they're gonna have to be perfect or close to probably. I guess I could have brought Captain Rex to this to get some heals, but you know, I'm not going to cry over a little lost protections, just a couple banners. Hopefully, will not make a difference. If it does, you know, lesson learned. Yeah, it's hard to get a clean win over Grievous. You know, it's just kind of in his nature of getting those counterattacks whenever somebody dies. Okay, all right. So we see Leviathan right away. All right, so he went heavier on fleets than he did anywhere else. Shouldn't be shouldn't be horrible though. So this is always an interesting first placement. This can cause some issues, but we have done for a mirror in the past. We have thrown this as the starting lineup, and it can go pretty well. Um, I out relic everything except for that. We're matched, and better relics there, better relics there. Um, you know, we'll see what happens with the opening play, but without having this in the starting lineup, you don't get that jump on your turn meter for your Leviathan. Um, so let's see how this goes. Okay, wow, a rare day when I get to go first. I feel like I rarely get this opening move. And we're going to drop that. And look at that. I'm able to get this out before he's able to blow up my launch bay. Still stuck behind taunt, but won't be for long. And if that's his Sith fighter, say bye bye. And we'll just go ahead and take this over. Good morning, Witch. Nice of you to join us. And we'll bring out this, and this will 80. He had 80. That's awesome. This will be the final dagger. Dagger. I didn't even make the connection. All right, 72. All right. So he's taking Profundity and Negotiator and all that fun stuff on offense. We're going to have to deal with comeuppance here probably for these guys. This guy. Eight viewers now. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the show. Fortunately, you're catching me at the tail end, but we'll go look at daily events. Maybe there's something else we can hammer out together. No assists, really? 0 assists, 0. This freaking fleet, every now and again, will just piss you off. Because look, now I'm gonna lose him, so I might actually lose this counter right here. I mean, I'll get him out, and that certainly helps. But yeah, losing your tank that fast is not great. Losing your tank at all against this is not great. But the assists are a little too RNG dependent for my liking. They need to be way more consistent than this. Way more. It's like, where were these assists on that opening play to get rid of that first ship? Where were they? I still might win. This is not a lock that I'm gonna lose, but I'm not in a great spot. See, where were these assists on the you need these assists on the opening play, not 3 minutes later after they've nuked out your Y-wing. But you're gone. Did they really give it to him? Interesting. I mean, we're recovering. Yeah, this is not what you want to see. You do not want to see that Y-wing gone, but we got it still. Should have been much cleaner than that. $71 though I will take every day of the week. Anything above 70 to me is a good day. All right, and we will just throw this guy at it. Call it a day. And you're gone. Oh, and you dodged. But now you're gone. And um, give it to yourself. And that's that. 74 banners. Full clear. Pretty high score. No dropped fights. Couple of minor hiccups here and there, but we know he's got 5 GLs for offense. Plus Bane and his Inquisitors and his Malgus. So we will see how our defense goes. And we only need a hold or two to clinch this. So we'll see where we land. He's bringing one of his GLs is a no Ultimate Lord Vader, so we don't know how much mileage he'll be able to get out of that. But he's got his SLKR and his JMK and his C and his Jedi Master Luke for offense. So this is what he's going to be running up against on my front walls. So he's got some heavy counters he's going to need to worry about. He's got a lot he's going to need to be clean on. So we'll see if I manage to be cleaner than what he's going to end up being. But it's all on him at this point. We've done what we can. 1834 is a fantastic score. And I'm curious. I imagine he'll get to my back walls, but I'm going to be curious to see what he's going to have left for this and what he's going to try. Because I'm still wondering 5v5. And see, and I've got these leftover Bad Batch guys that I'm like, hey, they're Galactic Republic. They fall under all her callouts. So let's try it. He's got translation to lower cooldown, so it could be interesting. Because I'm using Echo with her right now for this middle effect on her Datacron right here, debuff. So he'll throw out a bunch of debuffs, and then if they dispel them or they expire, she gains more offense. So we'll see how it goes. But again, it's all on him at this point. I did check before I dropped this on defense. My cat is faster. So she'll still get to take some, even if she doesn't target his cat. If he goes that route, she'll still get to take somebody out before his cat gets a turn. So it's going to be interesting. We'll check back. Got a big territory war this afternoon, so that'll be at 2 Eastern. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to stream some of those fights, but we'll check in on this. I'll go live again. I'll probably do some of the new player experience while we're like in the hour before territory war starts, and then we'll check in on arena together before we transition over, and then maybe we'll show a few fights. Okay, so we've got Grandmaster training. We've got that. We've got these running. I need to do these on the new player experience, get these shards while they're available to me. Oh look, bonuses for Gungans on Monday. Okay, well that's not gonna happen for me. But we're gonna have galactic bounties tomorrow. That's free crystals and lots of shards. So that's always nice to see when those come around. I'm very curious about this. I'm looking forward to playing this on Monday. Monday, like I was saying yesterday, Monday is going to be a very busy day because I'll stream this, I'll stream territory battles, I'll stream Grand Arena. Like we're going to have a bit of a marathon of a session on Monday. I'll be streaming a bunch of stuff, but yeah, this I'm very, very interested in. I've got the bros. I can't do, I think the top tier requires Relic 9, which I do not have for them, but they should be able to do everything but the last tier. And then I'm kicking the idea around in my head about giving them the R9. I don't know if the rewards are worth it. and they certainly don't get a huge benefit from R9. They do benefit from R9, like everybody will. They'll gain stats, but they don't get a massive jump in everything. Okay, so get some mods, some relic materials. So this is never bad. I mean, it's not going to be fun, but it's never bad. So we'll sim that one. I don't know why this button isn't over these two. Like, there's no reason at this point in life these shouldn't be simmable, but so this is any team. And we'll just do this because these guys are way too much fun. Way too much fun. And 55 minutes, that's just a wee bit short, but also, it's not a big deal, I guess, in the long run. But yeah, that wasn't even a thing. See, that's exactly why this should be simmable. And then I think Sidious is. Oh no, this is just bring your best Jedi. Well, I mean, there's a pile of them right there. To fight Sidious and a bunch of Sith, I think. Yeah. Oh wow, they're going all Super Saiyan on me. I love Cal. All right, that's that. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we're pretty much wrapped up already for this morning. I was hoping for a little bit of a more stern defense out of him for just to make this take a little longer. I might as well burn up some energy, right? Hope the bonus. I hear the bonus drops for the character shards are not amazing, but I hope it's going decent enough for everybody. But I see a lot of my guild mates sounding off about him in chat, and it doesn't sound like people are very happy with how things are shaking out on that end. But I mean, free shards are free shards. They didn't have to give them to us at all. So I mean, there is that side of that coin. And normally I would be farming Kairos, but I mean, these are incredibly valuable as well. So I'll hit these nodes. And look, we didn't get squat, but Princess Nisa shards, and that a bitch. Goddamn drop rates! Now drop rates are a pain in the ass, right? And what do I need from here? Where was I farming? I mean, not that I really need to worry about these so much, but I can always. Maybe it's reroll mats. It's something. I don't even really feel like I need to throw a refresh. Like normally I would refresh till the 100s for these, but oh yeah, you know what? I do need these. I need these. So we'll do 4 battles. Well, we'll do 4 sims of energy. So I'll refill it again till it costs 100, and then we'll call it good. Yep, there's the 100. So in case you didn't see my breakdown for how I got to Red Crate, achievement wise or feat wise, so we got all the feats for everything in here, and we just left a couple battles loose. Here, we did 2 of the 4. Like, I never ended up needing to complete those 2. But we did the Rebel Fighters, we did the Potency down. For a grand total of 10 banners. And then, as you can see, we maxed out Sector 3, saw the feats. Sector 4, we did everything but the feat requiring shield up from the Gungans. So I was thinking about cheesing it, but I was like, you know what? I should have time to finish a cheese if I need to for those 10. As it turns out, you don't need it. The caveat is I do have the plus pass, so I was able, and I maxed out Sector 5. So for these, I didn't need to worry about these 2 feats to get the over-prepared and the booming voice. Ugh. It's almost time for some cough medicine. So I didn't need to worry about that. But we did everything else. And these are only worth 1 card plus that. You know, it's these that are giving you the 15. But if you don't have the plus pass, you don't get the free consumable and the free data disk. So I'm able to get these done immediately. But yeah, feats wise, it's pretty forgiving. You can skip some of the tougher ones if you need to. You know, something to keep in mind for the next round. But hey, I'm all out of shit to do. That's just the way it is. I'm all out. Nothing going on until this afternoon. Got 4.25 hours till that brawl kicks off. Oh, that's 1 p.m. Eastern that it'll start. So we might be back around noon Eastern for the other thing, and then we'll hop over and I'll stream a couple territory war fights. It shouldn't be a thing. We don't exactly have a fair matchup. We have the other side outgunned pretty handily. I won't show our defense, but it would make you chuckle. It would definitely make you chuckle. Because our front walls look scary, but our back walls, we're not expecting them to get past like the second tier of walls. And we'll probably have them full clear within a couple hours. That's our expectation, but it's just going to depend on when people trickle in to do it. So, oh, we had an attempt. He showed up. I wonder if he was watching. But he showed up. Oh, and he dropped. And he dropped on Ray. So, I mean, he can still win, but it's a lot tougher now. It's going to be a lot tougher. I mean, his banner loss from losing this is not fatal, but it's, you know, especially he got the bonus 10. But still gonna hurt a little bit, I think. We'll see. If he drops this one, it's over. Mathematically, he'll be out of it. So we'll see. We'll check the other wall real quick while he's wrangling that. Okay, he didn't try anything there yet. Yeah, live attack. I'm glad I clicked in to see it. We'll see what happens, but yeah, if he is behind the 8 ball already from the get-go. It's rough. This is a rough team, and it's a rough Datacron, but the Datacrons will be out the door pretty soon. But we'll see. If he drops this, it'll be done. Mathematically, he just won't be able to win if he drops one more fight. So we'll see. We'll live in suspense. Ooh, my coffee's cold, but I'm drinking it anyways. I mean, in theory, even if he could do, if he manages to pull off like some crazy shorthanded shit in some spots, he could still win. But the other side of the coin is if he drops one more, is he just going to stop attacking? We'll find out. I mean, personally, under the opinion that is, if your opponents didn't lose a fight and you drop one, I mean, that should be an automatic loss. Like the penalty for the loss should be steep enough to take you out of contention against somebody who didn't drop any fights. But yeah, I mean, he shouldn't drop on this again, but he's gonna have to take that seriously. Yeah, it can be. It can be easy. It's the problem with it right now is that mass swarm datacron of theirs with the stacking offense and stuff like that. If they nuke out somebody real quick, which is very possible, it's the problem where in territory wars it's real bad right now. Like countering this is real bad. Yeah, it's real possible, but with the death mark and everything like that, if Treya goes down and the unique goes away, like it can be pretty iffy. Normally Malgus is a pretty solid counter for this, but that Datacron is screwing it up. I mean, personally, I would roll heavy with Bane, to be honest with you. I would roll heavy with Bane just to get it done. Because anything else, you're risking a huge loss on banners. Like, honest to God, like if I were them, I would have picked a Bane fight somewhere and done that just to get the 70 plus banners from the get go. Instead of rocking a soft 13. I have a feeling they're doing Malgus. If I had to bet money, I would think that just because of the length of the fight, I would suspect they're doing Malgus here. And Treya is such a solid, easy counter for this, especially with this Datacron. Like, yeah, I would have just probably baned this and just been done with it, and then throw Trey at that. But I mean, they could be throwing Trey at this, and they could be throwing Malgus at it, but they definitely didn't throw Bane. I mean, they could be throwing one of their GLs. They could be throwing C at it. But I mean, this fight's going on for a good while. We'll see the results, and then I mean, if folks are interested, if they want me to watch, if they keep going after this fight, we can hang out, see what happens. But yeah, one more dropped fight though, and it's done. There's just not enough banners left on the table when one side's been cleaning, the other one hasn't. You drop two fights, and I mean that's a 40 bannerish, 50 banner loss somewhere in there. But yeah, I'm happy to hang out for a little bit, watch this if you guys are interested. Would have been more fun if they were attacking alongside of us, like do an actual live thing. Would be really cool is if they had an actual live thing where extend the timer a little bit, make it like 6, 7, 8 minutes or whatever, or even but put like a play clock in place. So like if you don't make a move in that amount of time, you lose your turn. That sort of deal. To where you're doing actual live battles. That would be fun. That would be fun. They kind of do that in Marvel Strike Force. Um, and it works fairly decently. The live arena would, I think, if they could figure out a way to make it work over here, it could be a fun twist. But I don't know that you could do it in this sort of a tournament bracket sort of scenario. Yeah, having an actual live arena would be a blast for this game. This fight's going on a while. I wonder if it just hasn't updated on my end or not. Oh, there it is. I don't know what he tried. It had to have been Malgus. Had to have been Malgus, but I mean that's the win. That's the win right there. That's two dropped battles right off the get go. That's just too much. Yeah. No, I mean you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It would just be cool if they could figure out a way to do it. Not a live grand arena for points, but just a way to actually fight somebody's teams live. And have it be random, like you just send in a team and then you match up against whatever team somebody else put in, like a matchmaking sort of deal. Because it could go bad or it could go great. I mean, and it's the exact same thing for Marvel Strike Force in their live arena. You don't know what your opponent's going to have, so you just put together the team you want to use, and then yeah, making the battles unlimited would also be pretty awesome. Um, but yeah, that would be it. Would just be fun. It would just be another mode. Um, but yeah, for a competitive sort of thing, there's just no real way they could do it because coordinating a live thing between you and an opponent would just be impossible with a global game like this. They'd have to start matchmaking by region or whatever, and then be like, your attack time is from blah to blah, and if what happens if you can't make it. I mean, this format is very respectful of real lives. Um, so they're not making any more moves. Maybe they've done the math. Um, Maybe they've done the math, but we'll give them a few minutes. I'm gonna run go fill up my coffee cup real quick, and then I'll be back, and we'll see if they're gonna keep trugging along, try to pull something out. And if they don't attack here in the next few minutes, we'll go ahead and just call it a day. But keep watching here. We'll see if they go for something. I'll be back in just 30 seconds or so. Just gonna go fill up my coffee. Okay. All right. Get my fat head out of the frame, and you guys can check out the my fun artwork behind me without this covering it up. No moves yet, huh? Um, we'll hang on. We'll hang on for just a minute, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, if they could take the best features of this game and then take the best features of Strike Force and combine them, like you could have something really special. Um, yeah, I don't know. He might be done. He might be done. Which is, I mean, he's got so much on offense. Like, I don't know if I suspect he probably checked out my roster, which I mean, you should. You shouldn't go in completely blind. And if you saw that I have Quadme and you're trying to hold on to a surefire kill for her, I mean, it could make sense why he's not like, yeah, you have to come correct. Like, I suspect he probably threw Malicos at this, and I don't know what his Malicos looks like. I mean, or he maybe threw Jedi Master Luke or something, um, but yeah, she was on defense, and defense. So that's offense, 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 offense. And does he have Malicos? I'm sure he does. He's got pretty much everything else. Yeah, I mean, he's not the highest relic Malicos, and he's got Seer. Like, he's got the team to throw at it, but like, she gets a say in things too, and with her ramping offense, she can hit like a truck. So if he threw Malicos and just timing, yeah, he might be done. Which, yeah, I mean, we won't have to come back this afternoon and check. We will anyways, though. I'll poke my head in before Territory Wars, and we'll see, just to kind of confirm. But yeah, this should be the W. But yeah, I mean, for me, for the front wall, for this wall, because you can see this and you can see that, and you don't know what's back there. And ships, you can probably guess what ships are going to be back there. Um, but this wall, you have to kill this wall, and you have to use what you have to use. Like, he wasn't behind the 8 ball. We're very evenly matched. Like, he could have thrown proper, like, almost guaranteed counters at everything here and made it through just fine. Um, I mean, and if his Malicos just didn't work here, that's just one of those things where it might have just started to snowball. But yeah, this Datacron right here. I mean, that's a decent amount of armor pen, but it's not the most I've seen. Like, I've seen this Datacron with 200% in Territory Wars. It's nasty. It's plumb nasty. But I suspect, based on the fact that nothing's dead, because if he'd thrown Treya, like, odds are Nihilus would have gotten a turn with his Annihilate, I would think. But just the length of the fight seemed very grindy. I just suspect it was Malgus, which Malgus is not working very well against this Datacron. It can, but it's not working great. Like, you need Bane. You need Bane, more than likely. Bane is your go-to here. Depending, like, if it's this setup, if it's this. This doesn't matter nearly as much. I mean, this is a nice boost for her, but it's this. If you have this on the other side and you're looking at a high relic Inquisitor team, like, you got to do something to knock them out. You just have to. And then this, you either mirror with the same cron or you do SLKR, and then same with SLKR, you can try a mirror if you're faster, or you throw your Kenobi with the Padme cron at it. But, like, I know does he not have, he might not have the Sidious cron. We'll take a look, but, like, that was when I saw his guy on when I saw his Star Killer on defense. He's got the Sidious cron. Like, why he didn't just throw the Sidious cron at Star Killer, I don't know. Yeah, dude, like, I wish Marvel Strike Force worked well on here, because I have to do, like, my dailies and stuff. So I was gonna, as soon as I was done here, I was gonna hop on my iPad. I wish the blue stacks worked better for here. For Strike Force, it just doesn't. And I could show you some of my stuff, but yeah, it just, even with virtualization on, like, I need to go through and try to make it, see if there's other settings I can change to make it better. Um, But yeah, I would love to show my Strike Force off a little bit. Um, because yeah, it is level 80 gets you quite a bit. Like you need 75 to get into the blue tiers of the ISO 8s, which is like the mods more or less for Strike Force. So yeah, 75 is like the minimum barrier for entry. But the amount of gold and training materials it takes to go from 80 to the max, which is 100, it's an insane amount of gold. We're talking tens of millions of gold per character, to go from 80 to 100, and thousands of training discs. And those two materials are the bottleneck. Like Marvel Strike Force is a fun game. Like the character models are great, the animations are great, the game modes are great. There's a lot of player friendly things, but like the bottlenecks are credits, training droids, and gear. Although the gear bottleneck has been pretty much relieved to Gear 18, and now they have Gear 19, and Gear 19 is a pretty big bottleneck. Um, but it's just so expensive and like shard wise. So for us, 7 stars is 0 to 330. With them, you start off at like 25 or 40, gets you an unlock, and then like so you get your 1 star, however many it is, I can't remember. But then it goes like drastically up. So like your 7 star unlock is 300 shards by itself. So like 330 here gets you the 7 star. You need 300 just to go from 6 to 7. And you need like what is it, like 200 to go from 5 to 6. Like it's just a lot of shards. So they're much less friendly in that regard in leveling up the characters. And then like for us, like, so do I have anybody that's not level 85? Yeah, I've got a ton of guys that aren't. Like, okay, young Han Solo here. A lot of us can do this. 6 million credits to go total to go from 1 to 85. This would probably, in Marvel Strike Force, this amount of their currency would probably get you from 95 to 100, if that. And yeah, and this up here, like they only have what, 4 colors of training currency. They've got a green, blue, purple, and gold. And so like gold would be the equivalent of like these two, right? And you would use, so I'm using 147 of these plus a couple of these to go from nothing to max. In Marvel Strike Force, to go from nothing to max in one jump, like I said, this would probably be 25 million gold, maybe 30. I've never taken a character from 0 to the top, but it would be thousands of these. It would be thousands of all of these instead of just 100 and what is this, 154 total droids. It's better in some ways and it's worse in some ways. Like I said, if both games took the best things of this and the best things of that and threw them together, they could make an incredibly friendly game. But they haven't done it, and he might have done the math. He might have done the math and called it a day. So we're gonna do the same. We're gonna go ahead and pull the plug for now, and we'll double check just to be sure. But I'll be back in 3 hours, give or take an hour, or well, give or take a few minutes. I'll be back in a few hours to do the new player experience, and then we'll get some territory war fights in. And yeah, so we'll have some more fun this afternoon for sure. Uh, and then yeah, tomorrow for Sunday we'll do a preview. I'll do the GAC, the final round, Monday morning, uh, like I tend to do with most GACs. Might come a time where I start pushing it to the afternoon, but this upcoming Monday is going to be a very busy day for this game. So Uh, the Eternals are definitely still useful, but they have fallen off quite a bit. They used to be the meta. The meta in the arena when I right after I started going was the two Eternal characters, Spider Weaver, Spider Man 2099, and then you could throw in like Loki, or you could throw in Emma, or you could throw in Cable for their speed up, slow down effects. Yeah, that used to be the meta, and then they released the Secret Defenders, Black Cat and Robbie Ghost Rider and Photon and Miss Marvel and whatnot. And then they were the meta forever with, and you would throw in Apocalypse, or you would throw in Super Scroll if you had them for the fifth. Doctor Strange is technically the fifth for that team, but nobody uses Doctor Strange with them. Nobody. Like maybe in Alliance War, when you're trying to spread your heavier hitters out more, you might throw Doctor Strange in, but yeah, now the meta in the arena is Apocalypse, Super Scroll, Old Man Logan, Black Knight, and then Ghost Rider, Robbie, or somebody else. Yeah, they're a good cosmic team. They've been like a lot of things. They just got power crept. So, but yeah, oh yeah, what we were saying Monday. I went over this at the start. We'll do it again real quick, just as kind of the wrap up. Um, Busy day because we're gonna be streaming this. We're gonna be streaming some territory battle stuff. We're gonna stream this, and only streaming this just because I haven't had the opportunity to stream it yet. Um, Not everybody that's going to be on the stream is going to have all these galactic legends to see the fights. I don't think the three other Eternals are going to come out. I think they would have released them already if they were going to do it. Um, and there's plenty of Eternals to choose from, but I have a feeling they canceled them. I mean, I've been in Marvel Strike Force for 2 years. They were out when I launched. Um, it seems to me like the direction of the game is I feel like they're building up to Professor X. I feel like that's where they're going. And I don't. They could release the other three Eternals, sure, and alter kits and everything and bump the power up to make them relevant again. But I mean, I just don't see it happening. Uh I Yeah, the Eternals were highly broken, highly broken. I wonder if it has more to do with the success of the movie. They released the first two, and the movie isn't very well liked among the Marvel movies. So I kind of wonder if they're just like nobody's gonna care. And I mean, they can do whatever they want, but I mean, I feel like Professor X is where they're going with everything. I mean, we've gotten Mephisto now. We've got Dormammu. Well, we've had Dormammu. We've got Super Scroll. We've got Apocalypse. So like, Professor X is like one of the last major characters that they haven't put into the game yet. And with X-Men 97 being so popular, and with Deadpool coming, and um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Icarus is broken as fuck. Very, very broken. Incredibly broken character. Still, even they never nerfed him. They never did anything to him. But yeah, that was the arena. It was whose Spider Weaver goes first, more or less. Which, when everybody was standing on equal ground, um, it was random who went first because you can't really alter speeds that much. And if it was a perfect mirror on both sides, and you lost the coin toss, and your Spider Weaver didn't get to go first, it didn't get to go first. And then, the blast from Icarus didn't get to do its job, and then, it was what it is. It's my biggest beef with Marvel Strike Force is the arena meta. The meta is the meta. There's not off meta. Like, there's not like, oh, I'm gonna throw this random assortment together to beat the meta team like you kind of can here. There's none of that in Marvel Strike Force. You either have it or you don't. The Old Man Logan event should be coming around here soon, again in the next couple of weeks. Um, I mean, he's been out for coming up on a month, and if they do a monthly event for him, which I think they should, because he, he's broken as fuck. There's multiple broken as fuck characters in the game right now, and he's leading the charge with broken as fuck. Him and Black Knight are just insanely broken, both of them. Like, you put both those guys on a team against a team that doesn't have either of those guys, and you're not losing. You're just not. They're Black Knight and Old Man Logan are both legitimately better characters than Apocalypse. And I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. I'm not exaggerating. Black Knight and Old Man Logan are both more powerful than Apocalypse. Um, I mean, I think for X-Men, like for Professor X deal, if they do it in the Dark Dimension like they're doing the other super characters, other than like Quicksilver. Quicksilver was a weird one where they put him in the store for like a weekend, and then you had to earn his shards through Crucible, and then they eventually put his shards in like the Crucible shop. But he was a very hard character to get for a long time, where they didn't do the legendary event, and then they didn't put him in Dark Dimension. Um, so with X, it'll either be a Dark Dimension journey or it'll be a legendary event, and they'll have a scattering of teams. But you can almost guarantee you'll need Brotherhood probably if they want to keep a theme going. Um, Plus, I mean, there's still a ton of other mutants that they can put into the game uh, for requirements for the events. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think Professor X is. Some folks were saying it's going to be years before we see him, and that might be accurate. But I mean, I think within the next two, if he hasn't shown up yet, um, yeah, if he's not here within the next 2 years, yeah, I don't know, because it seems like a lot of signs are pointing in his direction, and I think he will be like he would kind of be the end game character, like the end all be all. He already got Apocalypse, so if Professor X is where you're ending, like they can keep changing characters' kits and bumping them up, but yeah, yeah. I need to go to work on trying to get my Marvel Strike Force to work because it'd be nice to just transition over to that here on my computer. But as it stands, it's such a sloppy mess in BlueStacks right now. Um, yeah, I need to dive into the Reddit forums to see if I can get it working better here. Um, because this works just fine in BlueStacks, but yeah, Marvel Strike Force, I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I need to go into my graphics card and adjust some things, dedicate more resources to it or whatever. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'm not real sure. I was talking to the Lost Swamp Rat, and he was telling me like it takes a lot to get Strike Force running well on a computer. So, and I did the first step enabling the virtualization, but um, apparently there's more to do. So hopefully I can get that figured out. That might be a good project for today. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and call it for now. We'll check back in here in a few hours. Do the new account. Keep hammering on that new player experience, and then we'll poke our head into here and look, and then we'll do some territory war battles. So that'll probably be another hour and a half stream this afternoon, and then yeah, Monday's going to be a big fun day though. We're gonna probably be on stream for a good long while, and you know what? I might just save my Grand Arena for Monday afternoon. I hate to compete against Arnold, which I'm not competing against, but being on at the same time, anybody who might want to view me on YouTube, um, and they've got to choose between me and Arnold. Like, I would love it if you chose me, but come on, I mean, most folks are going to choose Arnold. His production value is top notch. He's very entertaining. But yeah, maybe I'll just save Android 11 with 8 gigabytes in BlueStack. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look. I'll dive in. I know there's a ton of Reddit forums about how to make it work well. So hopefully I can come up with a way to where it doesn't have to work perfectly, but as long as it works well enough for me to play it, like I'll turn the graphics down. Like I don't really care if that's what it takes. I'll go to like the low res mode for combat or whatever. Um, I'll figure it out, or I'll try to. I'll try to make it work. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go for now. Back in just a couple hours for more fun, and then yeah, Monday we're gonna do a big one. We'll absolutely do a big thing on Monday for sure. Um, but yeah, we'll see everybody in a couple hours. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching the Grand Arena. Appreciate your support. Appreciate the conversation, and just appreciate your time. Appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot to me. It's not a bad way to spend a Saturday morning, sipping on some coffee and hanging out with friends and doing some Grand Arena. Could be a whole lot worse, right? All right. Yeah, I'll see everybody later. Be back. I'll be back before you know it. I'll go and play with my kid for a little bit and hang out and eat some lunch, and then it'll be time to get back to this. Um, yeah, yeah. Oh, wait, is there anything good up here? I think I looked already when I was grabbing my bonus pack for the PC, but nah, same stuff. Nothing really. This is the one of the better things about the PC client too is the discounted prices for all this stuff. You used to have to, like, if you wanted to buy crystals cheaper, you'd have to go to the store, the web store, to get the cheaper prices, and now they're just built into the game. Or to get the bonuses or whatever, you'd have to go to the store, but now they're in the game. All right, cool. Well, again, thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate it. Uh, Decent amount of viewers for an early Sunday morning. I know I'm missing out on like the West Coast and everything by doing it this early, but I've had a decent group of folks showing up in the early mornings for this that seem to enjoy it. So I just decided to keep rolling with it. But yeah, maybe Monday, maybe I'll save everything for just one giant stream. Because like what Conquest ends at 2. Conquest ends at 2, so like all of this stuff is going to kick off at the same time. Like territory battles, ultimate journey event, duel of the fates will all kick off at the same time. So maybe we just do a giant marathon on Monday till we get it all done. Sounds like a good time to me. All right, well, we'll see you guys this afternoon. Everybody take care. Enjoy your day. Good luck with your GACs. You have any questions, you want an opinion on anything, reach out. I'll always do my best to answer your questions. Yeah, good luck with everything. Good luck in your territory wars. Have fun, most of all. Enjoy the game. We'll catch everybody later. Bye bye now.